I got a beautiful smile. Honestly, I forgot how. Since I put my boy, sometimes I see him in the cloud. I've been away for a while. I'm in the bay in the town. Debating about who is the greatest. What you debating about? Taking for clout, I know. Who running your house without staking it out if you ain't really bout that you say you about? I went a different route. I just go pivot the couch. I just envision the count. Then I go get that amount. I got a beautiful house, but honestly, I skip the town anytime that the temperature down. So someone dissed me in the crew, but honestly, I forgot who. Cause next thing was crazy is that it's somebody I probably knew. Me, I don't get it no.
I like this tonight, Smitty. We have veteran leadership on both teams. When you were a rookie in the NBA, who was your mentor?
You know, Kevin, this is going to surprise you because everybody looks at guys kind of on the court. My mentor was Manute Bol.
Really?
I played nothing like Manute Bol, but I would tell you, Kevin, he was my mentor. He would grab me by the ear and twist it and tell me what I needed to do as far as a leadership standpoint.
I never would have guessed him, Smitty, never.
Kevin, I walked in with some shorts and a polo shirt in Miami. He grabbed my ear and said, "That's not professional. You better wear a suit." I'm like, Manute is 90 degrees. I had to wear a suit every game.
I like that story. And it's Beverly missing.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
How great the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
Here's Cook. And the rejection by Harrell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. LeBron right side. And finished off by LeBron.
The king, timeless, saying, I'm going to keep doing what I do until they catch up with me.
Kuzma outside. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Harrell trying to free himself up. And it's slammed in by Davis.
AD could have laid that one up, but that's not the statement he just made.
A three from Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. LeBron outside. Back to Cook. Lakers passing it around. Pass to Kuzma. The drive by James. And he gets it to go. LeBron's got his second basket of the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Count it.
And the lid comes off the basket after 4 straight misses. They finally get one.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Here's James. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 8 points. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Clippers trail by 12. Pass to George. Back to Williams. Here's Leonard. And here is Williams. Guarded by Green. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Basket counts.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
George, no good.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
And he makes that one.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 8. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. George looking around. Back to Williams. Will it go? Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Quick feet, quick release. Hard to check Lou Williams from beyond the arc.
The drive by LeBron. Here's Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Last season, the trade request for Anthony Davis became public. A $50,000 fine when his agent confirmed it. A tough situation for him and New Orleans.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Zubas. Tipped away. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. It's deflected. And here is James. 8 points for him. And here is Howard. Back to LeBron. Shoots over Leonard. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. They're leading. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won Sixth Man of the Year for the third time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Howard's shot is good. Defensively, Smitty, why do we see more full-court press in college than we do in the NBA?
You know, the guards are better at the NBA level, and I think also your five-man, who usually a guy who can't bring it up, they're pretty good at the NBA level. Just overall, Kevin, the skill level at the NBA level is better at college, so you can't really trap guys and pick on one guy who's not equipped.
George, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
That one is no good. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
And it's Davis missing.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Kawhi Leonard.
And he makes the first.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all three levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
Clippers trail by 16. Back to George. There's the three. Good. The nice assist for Williams. George has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Clippers. And the Lakers call time here. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding a trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Lakers leading by 13. LeBron with it. 10 points for him. Back to Howard. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Leonard with the steal. The kick out to Williams. The three. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Green. And for a long time, JaMychal Green was mostly an energy player. But he's expanded his game lately.
Worked on developing an outside shot. He can drop a few threes from the power forward spot now, Kevin. He still has a high motor. You love the activity around the rim.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
George with no one around. From beyond the arc and then some. George has got 9 points now in the quarter. The drive by James. Pass to Howard. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
This is what you want from AD, to use his size and skill to cash in on second chance opportunities.
Now here is George. He's got 9. Nobody near Williams. The second chance effort. And no problem from Harrell as he finishes at the rim.
Incredible activity from Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
Trying to get open is Davis. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Howard.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
And the shot is good.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And the Lakers making a change here. Here's LeBron. He's got 12. And here's Dudley for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Look. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. From deep, George. A rebound by the Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Somebody's got to rotate over, but who wants to step in front of LeBron?
Pass to Dudley. And Green now, top of the key. Trains the three-pointer. And the Lakers lead by 16.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name on the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp. Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And the Lakers making a change here. And Williams, here we go. Leonard with the ball. And McGee picks him up defensively. Shoots a fader. And that one's good. Leonard.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Dudley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Williams gets the bucket.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And the Lakers call time here. We see it all the time, Smitty, the league doing more to protect the landing zone of shooters, but for some guys, they're using that forward momentum to change that landing spot. What do you think of that?
Kevin, this is a great debate because as an offensive guy, I know you see a guy launching, I might change my shot and start to go forward just in case I can get a foul if it doesn't make the shot. This is a tough call to call. It's going to be like the charge block, I think, in some years to come.
Here's LeBron following the score by Lou Williams. Back to Kuzma. Lakers passing it around. And stolen by Harrell. Here's Leonard. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Now here's LeBron. 14 points for him. Leonard with the steal. The finish. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers the fast break. See ya.
Right side Davis. Caldwell Pope outside. To the middle. Here's Howard. Oh!
Yes! Yes!
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
Leonard. Davis with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis for a time. Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of Angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Outside Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
McGee. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have two elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
LeBron drives in. That one good for two. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter.
That's what the offense is designed to do. Get LeBron high percentage looks.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Another thing coaches love about Williams, he's a high percentage free throw shooter who gets to the line often.
Paul George with the steal. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Pass to McGee. Caldwell Pope outside. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin. And the rejection by Harrell. Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And last season, Montrezl Harrell absolutely came alive for the Clippers.
He's always played with energy, but was more focused and made the most of his chances. You like to see him provide a little more on the glass, but make no mistake, he's a great finisher at the rim.
Now here's James. To the paint. Here's McGee. And the rejection by Harrell. Here's Leonard. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
A tale of two halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Inside. Here's McGee. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Credit the vision of LeBron. Leave even one guy open, he'll find him.
Now here's Williams. On the wing, George. Left side, Leonard. Back to George. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Not everything fell for them in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Pass to McGee. James, the bounce pass. Down low. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Harrell. The three from George. Rebounded by McGee.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's LeBron. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That's good from McGee.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's George. Over in the corner, Green. Now, here's Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A leaner. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Anthony Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nope, not on my watch.
And that one drops.
When you need a big score, you want LeBron to at least touch the ball, and this is why.
It's George on the wing. Takes it out to Leonard. Pass to Harrell. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Harrell's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Now here's James. Now here is McGee to the inside. Caldwell poke. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And another 3 for the Lakers.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
And Leonard gets it to go.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
The drive by James. And the shot goes in. James has got 23.
The defender is left helpless to stop that. LeBron with too many tools in the toolbox, and that killer instinct.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. There's 49 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
Mistake by the defender, fouling a very good free throw shooter in Kawhi.
Hits the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Leonard hits them both.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
And the Lakers call time here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. If this game's still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, buddy.
Back to Kuzma. Lock at 6. Money!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Harrell. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
getting his number called from the mid-range. Montrezl Harrell, game is gone.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard inside. It falls!
Well, you know, the truth is Leonard's been focused all night. Has an array of go-to moves and the endurance to keep on coming.
Timeout called the Lakers. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd.